Good morning, champion. This is your wake-up call. Hi, I'm Skip J. Williams. Today's message is dream big, dream bold. The reason I picked that particular title for today is because I am going to challenge you today. You heard me. I am going to challenge you mentally today. I am going to challenge you physically today. Why? Because that's what time it is. You know what I mean by that. It's time to do something bigger and better in your life. And the one thing I want you to do today is to start thinking bigger. You see, a lot of times we go through life saying, this is all I can do, because all we're doing on a daily basis is the same thing over and over and over and over and over, to the point that, don't you get bored with that? Don't you get tired of that? Just doing the same thing over and over and over every day? That's boring. Think about it like this. What can you accomplish today that's going to take you even higher than you did yesterday? You heard me. If you do something different today, you will go beyond what you've accomplished yesterday. So today I want to ask you a particular question. And that question is, how tall are your dreams? You're probably like, huh? You heard me. How tall are your dreams? In other words, I want to know, how big are your dreams? How big are you thinking on your next level, towards your next level in life? Because think about it like this. We're going through life saying, this is all I can do, to the point that that's all we choose to do. Like I always say, that's not all you can do. That's all you choose to do. Because a lot of times we place limits on our minds, just saying like, this is all I can do. For instance, look at a person that go to a 9-to-5 job. They only make $35,000 a year. There's nothing wrong with making $35,000 a year. But think about it like this. If that's all you're thinking about on a daily basis is, my dream is only to make $35,000. And if you say, well, if I do some overtime or get a bonus, I make at least $40,000. And they're happy with that. They're content with making $40,000 a year. But if I say, you know what, elevate your game and think bigger. Elevate, start dreaming bigger and say, you know what about if I make $50,000? It's like, no, Skip, that's a little too much. You see, there's a big difference, because they've already put a ceiling on their dreams. A lot of people put ceilings on their dreams by saying, that's all I can do. That's all I can do, because that's all they choose to do. That's the highest they let their mind think. You got to go beyond your limits. You got to go beyond that next level in life, because there's always a next level. And if you're always putting limits on yourself, that's all you're going to do is limit yourself. Think about that. If you're always placing limits on yourself, you're going to limit yourself. Meaning there's so much more in life that you can accomplish. But if you remove the limits, you'll be amazed what's out there in life. So today, remove all the limits and start thinking bigger. Start dreaming bigger. Become more bolder than ever before. In other words, I want you to go beyond what you've already accomplished. Instead of saying, well, I just want to make $40,000 this year. I only want to make $50,000 this year. What about saying I want to make $150,000 this year? You're like, huh? You heard me. What about saying I want to make $150,000 and even make it even bigger? I mean, gigantic. It's time to start thinking gigantic. You heard me. Start dreaming bigger. Start dreaming bolder, because that's what time it is. I know it's early in the morning for you, but think about it like this. It's time to elevate yourself to that next level in life. And one of the best ways to elevate yourself to the next level in life, start dreaming bigger. Start dreaming bolder. And I mean truly dreaming bigger and bolder, meaning start putting elevators in your dreams. You heard me. Start putting elevators in your dreams. Why? Because it's time to elevate to that next level. And I mean, for instance, instead of saying like, I only want to make is $40,000 this year, all I want to make is $50,000 this year. What about saying, you know what, I want to make $1 million this year? You're like, huh? I've never dreamt that much. That's my point. It's time to dream bigger. It's time to dream bolder. Because like I always say, when it comes to thinking is free. Meaning you can think how big you want to think, but most of all, start taking the action towards your thoughts. But when you start dreaming, you can always fulfill your dreams. But if you're only taking action towards the little things in life, you're missing all the big things in life. Like I always say, aim for the best things in life. And if you're always placing limits on yourself by only saying this is all I can do, you're missing out on the big picture. You're missing out on all the gorgeous things in life. You're missing out on the whole world, because there's a big world out there. But if you're always placing limits on yourself, you're only going to limit yourself. Today is a brand new day, meaning start thinking bigger, start dreaming bigger, start aiming towards that next level in life. And one of the best ways to elevate yourself to that next level in life is to start dreaming bigger and becoming more bolder than ever before. You heard me. Become bold, become determined, become focused, become unstoppable, because that's the mindset of a champion, and you are a champion. Today, dream bigger, dream bolder, but most of all, take action towards your big dreams and become bolder by becoming more determined to fulfill your dreams. Until tomorrow, this is Skip J. Williams saying, have an outstanding day.